Long, long ago, when the wind still carried the whispers of wisdom and trees danced to the drumbeats of truth, there lived two unlikely friends, the tortoise and the pigeon. Their friendship was known across the land like the midday sun. Yet not all who heard their story sang praises. The elders of the village often cautioned the pigeon, saying, "The child who listens to advice will not waste his life." They warned him that Tortoise was a creature of sly cunning and a heart full of hidden shadows. Many had tried to befriend him, but failed, for his wit was sharp, his greed deep, and his loyalty fickle. But the pigeon, with the innocence of trust, would not listen. A friend is a friend, not a tool to use and discard. He believed that no one was perfect, and sometimes a friend may fit you better than they fit others. Their custom was simple and sweet every month. One would visit the other to share a meal, laughter, and joy. One month it was Tortoise's turn to host. As the day approached, Tortoise's hunger for breadfruit grew louder than the rooster's crow. He told his wife, "Cook me black soup with breadfruit. Make it sweet, for my hunger for it could kill a man." But behind that request was a dark thought. Tortoise planned to trick the pigeon out of the meal. He remembered that his friend stammered badly. The devil does not eat in the open, he feasts in secret. When the pigeon arrived with joy in his feathers, Tortoise greeted him warmly and said, "You are just in time. The food is ready, but tradition demands that the name of the dish must be called clearly before eating it." Tortoise called it Okududu. Then he began to eat. The pigeon tried, "Oko, do," but his stammer betrayed him. Tortoise chuckled wickedly and shook his head. "The eyes may see, but if the mouth cannot speak, it is not counted as yours." The pigeon tried again and again, "Okwo, kududu ku." For Tortoise laughed and mocked him. "My brother, that is no name of food. That is a snore from the grave." And as the pigeon struggled, Tortoise licked the last drop of soup and scraped the plate clean. The pigeon left in anger and hunger, heart heavy and wings weak. But he said to himself, "One does not kill a rat without killing the lizard too." He swore that Tortoise would learn that wisdom does not reside in one household alone. The next month, it was Pigeon's turn to host. Knowing Tortoise's favorite was breadfruit, he told his wife, "Cook breadfruit so delicious the gods themselves would descend." Then he hired builders to construct a tall platform high enough to touch the sun, where the meal would be served. When Tortoise arrived, the pigeon smiled and said, "Friend, this food is eaten only from above, but only clean hands may touch it." He flew up and placed the meal on the platform. Tortoise climbed slowly. When he reached the top, the pigeon checked his hands and shouted, "Your hands are full of dust! Go back and wash them again!" Tortoise descended, washed, and climbed again. Again, the pigeon rejected his hands, and so it continued up and down while the pigeon sat up there, enjoying the steaming, savory breadfruit food. By the time Tortoise made his final climb, the plate was empty. The pigeon wiped his beak, patted his belly, and whistled a happy tune. Tortoise went home that day, his belly empty, but his heart full of shame and silent respect. He who pretends to be a spirit will one day be treated like one. Moral lesson 1. A friend without trust is a path best blocked with a stick. 2. Wisdom does not live in one man's house alone. 3. He who walks in trickery will learn that cunning is not the same as wisdom. 4. One's destiny cannot be cured by medicine.